Miss Maria Corazon Reyes and Miss Maria Belen.
Here you are. It is finally your turn. After years of restless days and nights, reading hundreds of pages, solving thousands of questions, sharing a million joys and sorrows, you are here. For the last time as a student, Public greets you just like the first time because you are here. With your smile and your sablay, and despite and in spite of everything, for now, celebrate and reminisce because you are here.
Once again, the processional is headed by the Director for Student Affairs and Ceremonial Marshal, Associate Professor Maria Stella R. Salazar. Professor Roxanne D. Aguinaldo. department chairs of the academic units. From the Department of Architecture, Professor Isidoro R. Malaquet III. From the Department of Biological Sciences and Environmental Studies, Professor Ruth U. Gamboa. From the Department of Food Science and Chemistry, Associate Professor Dan Marie N. Del Mundo. From the Department of Human Kinetics, Assistant Professor Jezreel M. Abarca. From the Department of Mathematics, Physics, and Computer Science, Assistant Professor Chinmayi G. Manliguez. From the Department of Social Sciences, OIC Assistant Professor Kenneth Jean Milliondaga. Ladies and gentlemen, the directors of academic units, our university library, Dr. Brixo M. Merced Jr. From the Information Technology Office, Assistant Professor Armacheska M. Satina. From the Interactive Learning Center, Learning Resource Center, Assistant Professor John Henley O. Santillan. From the Office of Extension and Community Service, Assistant Professor Erwin E. Protasio. From the Office of Research, Professor Cleto L. Naniola Jr. From the Philippine Genome Center, Mindanao, Associate Professor Joel Hassan G. Tolentino. From Ugnayan ng Pahinungod, Mr. Michael A. Gatela. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Dean of the College of Humanities and Social Sciences, Professor Raimundo R. Pavo. Let us welcome the Dean of the College of Science and Mathematics, Professor Dominica D.M. Dacera. The Dean of the School of Management, Assistant Professor Aurelia Luz Viminda V. Gomez. We also have the representative of the UP Mindanao Alumni Association, Miss Krishna Hernandez Balaga. The Director of the UP Alumni Association, Mr. Robert Lester F. Aranton. Please welcome the officials from other UP units. The Executive Director of the Philippine Genome Center, Professor Cynthia P. Saloma. The Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs of UP Visayas and former Faculty Regent, Professor Philip Ian Padilla, Jr. The Director of UP BGC and Dean of College of Law, Professor Edgardo Carlo Vistan II. The Chancellor of UP Cebu, Attorney Leo B. Malagar. The Chancellor of UP Baguio, Professor Corazon L. Abansi. The Chancellor of UP Open University, Professor Melinda D.P. Bandalaria. The Chancellor of UP Visayas, Professor Clement C. Camposano. The Chancellor of UP Los Baños, Professor Jose V. Camacho, Jr. The Chancellor of UP Manila, Professor Carmencita D. Padilla. The Chancellor of UP Diliman, Professor Fidel R. Nemenzo. and gentlemen, please welcome the former chancellors of the University of the Philippines, Mindanao. The fourth Chancellor of UP Mindanao, Professor Sylvia B. Concepcion. The fifth Chancellor of UP Mindanao, Professor Lyre Anni E. Please welcome the Vice Chancellor for Administration of UP Mindanao, Assistant Professor Leo Manuel B. Estania. Please welcome the Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs of UP Mindanao, Professor Annabel U. Novero. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our University of the Philippines System officials. Our Vice President for Public Affairs, Professor Elena E. Peña. Our Vice President for Development, Professor Elvira A. Zamora. Vice President for Administration, Professor Nestor G. Yunque. Vice President for Planning and Finance, Professor Lisa Grace Bersales. Vice President for Academic Affairs, Professor Maria Cynthia B. Bautista. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the members of the UP Board of Regents. Staff Regent, Honorable Victoria C. Belegal. Student Regent, Honorable Rene Luis M. Co. Faculty Regent, Honorable Aimee Lynn P. Dupo. Of the Philippines Mace is a staff made of wood and metal. It is graced by the seal of the University of the Philippines. It symbolizes the authority of the UP President and the chancellors of each constituent university. The UP Mindanao Mace is carried by the University Registrar, Associate Professor Karen Joyce G. Kayamada. gentlemen, the 6th Chancellor of UP Mindanao, Professor Lyre Anni E. Murao. System Mace, the symbol of power of the UP President, is carried by the Secretary of the University and of the Board of Regents, Attorney Roberto M.J. Lara. Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the UP System, Honorable Danilo L. Concepcion. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing to pay tribute to the flags of the Republic of the Philippines and University of the Philippines. Mga binibinit, Ginoo, isang maganda at mapagpalang umaga sa ating lahat. Sama-sama natin ngayong saksihan ang pagtatalaga sa ika-6 na Chancellor ng Universidad ng Pilipinas, Mindanao. Upang ipakilala sa atin ang magiging Chancellor ng pamantasang ito, narito ang Vice-Chancellor para sa gawaing pang-akademiko, Profesor Annabel U. Novero.
Murao is a Biological Sciences and Environmental Studies, College of Science and Mathematics. She holds a doctoral degree in Medical Sciences from Nagasaki University. Good morning. It's better. Good morning. Chancellor Lyre Anni E Murao is a professor at the Department of Biological Sciences and Environmental Studies, College of Science and Mathematics. She holds a doctoral degree in Medical Sciences from Nagasaki University, Japan. Her fields of specializations are in human and animal infectious diseases, drug discovery and development. She has authored numerous refereed publications and presented countless papers in conferences in these fields. Professor Murao, whose second name is Annie without an E, was born on the anniversary of her parents. She finished the degree of Bachelor of Science in Molecular Biology and Biotechnology cum laude from UP Diliman. She first joined UP Mindanao as an instructor in 1999, handling general biology, genetics, and cell biology subjects. She left in 2002 to pursue the Master of Science degree in microbiology at the University of Illinois, Urbana-Champaign, USA. She returned to UP Mindanao in 2004 as a lecturer and then left again in 2007 to pursue her doctoral degree in Japan. After earning a doctoral degree, she joined Aratana Therapeutics NV in Belgium as a postdoctoral fellow and later as a senior research associate. While there, she led a 5-member team for the development of novel antiviral drugs by identifying strategies, targets, and milestones for product development, supervising tasks, managing collaborations, and communicating project achievements. In 2015, Professor Murao returned to UP Mindanao as an associate professor. He was appointed program director of the Philippine Genome Center Mindanao in 2019. She spearheaded the capacity building and research activities of the PGC Mindanao, as well as the establishment of the Mindanao Genomics Consortium. The pandemic underscored the invaluable role of PGC Mindanao in capacitating several RT-PCR testing laboratories. Professor Murao facilitated collaborations with local government institutions in aid of COVID-19 and African swine fever response at the heat of both outbreaks in Mindanao. The UP Mindanao community is confident that Professor Murao, as the new Chancellor, will successfully face the challenges of new pedagogical practices as the university transitions to the new normal of teaching and learning. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Chancellor Lyre Anni E Murao.
Atin ngayong saksihan ang ritual ng pagtatalaga at panunumpa ng ika-6 na Chancellor ng UP Mindanao. Mamumuno sa seremonyang ito ang Pangulo ng Universidad ng Pilipinas. Katuwang ng Pangulo ang kalihim ng Universidad at ng lupon ng mga rehente, Attorney Roberto M.J. Lara, ang Vice-Chancellor para sa gawaing pang-akademiko, Profesor Annabel U. Novero, at ang Rehistrador ng Universidad, Profesor Karen Joyce G. Kayamanda. Mga binibini at ginoo, ang Pangulo ng Universidad ng Pilipinas, kagalang-galang Danilo L. Concepcion. Mga binibini at ginoo, si Dr. Lyre Anni E. Murao, propesor mula sa College of Science and Mathematics at dating direktor ng Philippine Genome Center, Mindanao. Hinihiling ko pong umakyat sa entablado ang pamilya ni Dr. Murao. Kasama po ni Dr. Murao ang kanyang ina na si Ma'am Lodi Espada. Kasama din po ni Dr. Murao ang kaniyang anak.
Sa ngalan ng lupon ng mga rehente ng Universidad ng Pilipinas, ako bilang Pangulo ng ating universidad ay nagtatalaga sa iyo, Professor Lyre Anni Murao, bilang ika-6 na Chancellor ng Universidad ng Pilipinas, Mindanao. Bilang pagpapatibay, tanggapin mo ang medalyong ito, simbolo ng karangalan at katapatan ng iyong tanggapan. Tanggapin mo rin ang setro na sumasagisag ng kapangyarihan ng tanggapan ng Chancellor ng UP Mindanao. At kalakip nito ay ipinagkakaloob ko sa iyo ang mga kaakibat na kapangyarihan at pananagutan ng iyong tanggapan. Tayo.
Tinatanggap ko ang mga simbolong ito ng universidad, ang setro at ang medalyon bilang pagtalima. Inaalay ko ang aking sarili sa pagkamit ng misyong ito. na ipinagkatiwala sa akin ng universidad. Bilang ika-6 na Chancellor ng Universidad ng Pilipinas, Mindanao. Patuloy kong itataguyod ang kahusayan at kalayaang akademiko, ang tatak ng dakilang universidad na ito. Habang ipinapagpatuloy ko ang marangal at buong pusong paglilingkod sa sambayanang Pilipino.
Mga binibinit Ginoo, tayo po ay magsiupo at pakinggan ang mensahe mula sa ika-6 na Chancellor ng UP Mindanao, Professor Lyre Anni E. Murao.
UP President Danilo L. Concepcion, Faculty Regent Aimilin Barion Dupo, Staff Regent Victoria Canape Belegal, Student Regent Luis M. Co, Director Robert Lester F. Aranton, representing Alumni Regent Reynaldo C. Lacerna, UP System officials, Chancellors from various UP constituent units, Davao del Norte Governor Edwin Juwahib, Davao de Oro Vice Governor Tyron Uy, supportive officers and members of the UP Mindanao Foundation, UPAA Davao, and UP Mindanao Alumni Association, UP Mindanao officials past and present, faculty and staff, colleagues, parents and guardians, family, friends, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, members of the graduating class of 2020, 2021, and 2022, good morning. You're here, finally here. Thank you for your patience, for waiting for this face-to-face ceremony. Some of you have waited for additional years after graduation to march on stage for your diploma. You're finally experiencing graduation day in the fresh outdoors instead of the constraints and fatigue of the computer screen. This ceremony is also historical as it graduates the pioneer batch of students who transitioned into K-12 education. In my case, this moment takes me back to the time when I saw our first UP Min students graduate more than 20 years ago, when I was still a new faculty member. I had no idea that someday I would be handing out diplomas to you, our best and brightest. I am forever grateful for this privilege and truly humbled at what has been entrusted to me. In his book, Musicophilia, the late writer and neurologist Oliver Sacks wrote that perception is never purely in the present. It has to draw on experience of the past. And thus today, we honor our memory of our experiences here in UP Min and the memories we are about to make today. A few days ago, I found out that our official photographer, Mr. Rene Arias, recognizes me from my days at the Philippine Science High School campus. Are you here, Mr. Arias? Thank you, sir. Mr. Arias holds a very important role in today's ceremonies, being responsible for giving you something tangible that you can take home to remember this moment. He is, in a sense, our memory keeper. Allow me then to retrieve some of my favorite memories of UP. I hope you all indulge this trip down memory lane. When I first stepped into the University of the Philippines, Diliman, as an alumna of the pioneering batch from Philippine Science High School, Mindanao, I was nervous about living up to the reputation of my high school alma mater. Were we trained enough to be at par with other UP first-year students? Yes, we made it into UP, but will we survive? Then came our first exam in first year, chemistry. I think you know where I'm going with this. The questionnaire was handed to us, and my mind went blank. Nakatuwa nga alam me. I stole glances with my blockmate, and our reactions made it apparent that our sleepless nights preparing for this exam was not enough. I finally realized, ay, maudi ay ni ang UP. Pare-pareho lang may maglisod. True enough, you can imagine how well we did in that exam. Bagsak mi tanan. Bagsak kaming lahat. Nevertheless, that moment pushed me to persevere and to try harder because this university is a different kind of learning experience altogether. Believe it or not, that pivotal first failure eventually equipped me on my own journey as a virologist. My early years of teaching and research at UP Min were memorable, starting from scratch with a mere funding of 300,000 pesos. In my field of research, that's not a lot. My students and I helped one another set up our laboratories since our funding did not include salaries for staff. But we were excited by the prospect of starting from almost nothing just to take the first step to progress. The laboratories were eventually used by several research programs, including the Philippine Genome Center, or PGC. When we started the PGC here, my simple dream was for the university to be a center for molecular diagnostic services. I never imagined that a pandemic would thrust us into the front lines. We were suddenly living the realities that our virology textbooks warned us about. The unprecedented events changed the way we do things, disrupting virtually everything. Throughout the pandemic, the scientists and experts of UP Min collaborated with government and private groups to find and implement solutions to the crisis. For the first time, I witnessed and immersed myself in a powerful conglomeration of efforts between the university and other sectors of the society. Within the halls of the university, a transformation was also developing. I witnessed the patience and perseverance of the students as they were forced into this unfamiliar mode of remote learning. I witnessed the humility and creativity of the faculty who have had to adjust their teaching strategies and materials just to make sure that the students continue learning. In the process, we teachers were also learning from the experience. I witnessed the bayanihan of alumni who went out of their way to make sure the students who were stranded in campus were attended to and eventually sent home safely. Most importantly, I witnessed the dedication of the staff who helped keep the university running behind the scenes throughout the pandemic. And in the midst of all this, I witnessed how the UP system was providing guidance and support to keep the university alive and relevant with a rapid shift in the educational platform. Indeed, times are changing, challenges are evolving, calling us to go beyond just making UP education available to as many deserving students as possible. Reshaping education in the fastest way is now a must. We need to double harness our collaborative and innovative tools for speedier decision-making. After all, we got through the pandemic by our sheer collaborative and innovative spirit. The pandemic has taught us that this can be done. And what better time to change things but now? UP Min is in a unique position to influence national development through its mandate to provide quality education and public service in Mindanao. Had there been a UP Min during my college years, I would have chosen to be on this campus. Today, 27 years since its establishment, UP Min has provided thousands of students with access to arguably the best education in the country, an education that engages them to be responsible and responsive global citizens. We have to open more doors, especially for students from marginalized and underserved areas, to allow more families and communities to enjoy better conditions. Remember, an empowered youth can change the world. Our expansion programs on biocultural diversity, sustainable agri-food systems, health, sports development, and innovation will be our ticket to delivering transformative and lasting impact for communities. We have to be inclusive, participative, flexible, agile, and innovative to be responsive to the needs of Mindanao. We need to be fully engaged in shaping a genuine Mindanao narrative. Let's keep the spirit of culture and the arts alive by incorporating evolving pluralistic narratives that immortalize and enrich the Mindanaoan heritage. Let's help the public discern from the tons of information or misinformation in emerging platforms. Let's reshape education to make it attuned to the current time. But what will it really take to reshape education? Our volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous environment challenges our capabilities as individuals and institutions. Reshaping the future of education will require minds that are willing to break free from tradition and from what is popular. We need to cultivate an environment that encourages creative and critical thinking. Our campus must protect democratic spaces where ideas can thrive freely, safely, and without threat. We need individuals with strong character to build a thriving academic community, a university whose influence and impact resonate beyond the walls of this campus. We need to be a community upholding our convictions, choosing the path of integrity, even if it means trotting through the more difficult road instead of the path of least resistance. We need to reiterate our mandate as the national university to serve with the best of our abilities and promote academic freedom in all our colleges. Let the academic community exercise freedom to discover what is happening around us and to help become part of the solutions to these problems. Our educational system needs to be informed of social realities and technological trends for adoption into the society and integration into academic programs that work beyond the classroom walls. The university must encourage everyone to engage, collaborate, coordinate, and communicate, leading to collective significance and sustainable impact. We can explore and discover ways for inter- and multidisciplinary sharing of resources, capabilities, and capacities, which can be done through conversations. Let us strengthen our link to our individual and institutional network. It takes patience and grit to reach out to many parties, yet it is necessary to hear and discern the collective wisdom inside and outside the university. To the graduates, you are indeed a special class of your own. You were the first generation of K-12 students and graduates that you all are here. 3 batches of UP Min graduates is a testament to how much we as a community have overcome. This experience shows the kind of future leaders and thinkers we are contributing to the world at large. These graduates are proof that we can endure and we can excel amidst all odds. Let us use our UP education responsibly. The brand of education you received has prepared you well, not just as employees, but also as employers and contributors to national development. We trust that you can mobilize your knowledge, skills, attitude, and values to become responsible, engaged, and responsive global citizens and leaders. Let us always live by the tenets of the University of the Philippines. Dangal at husay. Giting at tapang. Utak at puso. As you leave our hallways, pathwalks, and Zoom meeting rooms, you will naturally cherish your memories of UP Min. You will talk about college life for a long time. The friends you've made here will be your friends for most of your life. The steps you have taken, along with your photographs, are lifelong treasures. Our photographer brought me back to my own past. In the same way that treasured photos and videos taken today will bring us back to this moment. May these memories retrieve lifelong learnings to continually guide our path. May these memories be a constant reminder of who we are. Graduates, remember your dreams when you applied for this university. Colleagues, remember your ideals when you became an educator. To our dear personnel, remember your motivation to serve the university. Fellow administrators, remember your aspirations for this university. The memories we carry with us are our legacy to this university and to the nation at large. So, may I now ask the graduating students and my colleagues to please stand up, turn towards the oblation, and take one long and final look. Our alumni may join. Listen. Whenever you see this monument, whether on-site, online, or by mere memory from today's event, take a moment and dig deep to remember who you are. You may now sit down. I'd like to repeat that. Dig, really dig. Remember who you are. Remember who you are. Mabuhay kayo. Padayon, class of 2020, 2021, and 2022.
Mga binibinit Ginoo, muli nating batiin ang ika-6 na Chancellor ng Universidad ng Pilipinas, Mindanao, Professor Lyre Anni E. Murao. At ngayon ating tunghayan ang mga natatanging bilang sa palatuntunang ito. Mula sa mga piling kawani ng ating pamantasan at mula sa UP Mindanao Coro Kantahanay. Maaari mo nang ibaling ang inyong atensyon sa telebisyon sa nasa inyong harapan.
haplos ng hangin. Alaala mo ay nakaukit sa pisngi ng langit.
Di manumib ang hangin. Di manumib, ika'y nandirito pa rin. Kung ang lahat ay may katapusan, itong paglalakbay ay makakarating din sa paroroonan. At sa iyong paglisan, ang tanging pabaon ko ay pag-ibig. Ay pag-ibig. Ay
Maraming salamat UP Mindanao Coro Kantahanay. Maraming salamat din po sa ating mga kawani at sa UP College of Music para sa mga natatanging bilang. Ngayon po ating saksihan ang ika-24 na pangkalahatang pagtatapos ng Universidad ng Pilipinas, Mindanao para sa taong akademiko 2021 at 2022.
Chancellor Lyre Anni E. Murao, buong karangalan kong inihaharap sa inyo ang 66 na magtatapos para sa mga degree at titulong Bachelor of Arts in Communication and Media Arts, Bachelor of Arts in English, at Bachelor of Science in Anthropology, Diploma in Exercise Sports Science, Diploma in Urban and Regional Planning, at Master of Arts in Urban and Regional Planning ng College of Humanities and Social Sciences para sa taong akademiko 2021-2022.
Chancellor Lyre Anni E. Murao, buong karangalan kong inihaharap sa inyo ang 39 na magtatapos para sa degree at titulong Bachelor of Science in Applied Mathematics, Bachelor of Science in Biology, Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, at Bachelor of Science in Food Technology ng College of Science and Mathematics para sa taong akademiko 2021 at 2022.
Chancellor Lyre Anni E. Murao, buong karangalan kong inihaharap sa inyo ang 26 na magtatapos para sa mga degree at titulong Bachelor of Science in Agribusiness Economics at Master in Management ng School of Management para sa taong akademiko 2021 at 2022.
Pangulong Danilo L. Concepcion, sa ngalan ng mga dekano ng Universidad ng Pilipinas, Mindanao, buong karangalan kong inihaharap sa inyo ang 131 na magtatapos mula sa iba't ibang kolehiyo ng Universidad ng Pilipinas, Mindanao para sa iba't ibang degree at titulo para sa taong akademiko 2021 at 2022. Ang kanilang pagtatapos ay inirekomenda ng kanilang kolehiyo at ng konseho ng universidad at pinagtibay ng lupon ng mga rehente.
Sa bisa ng kapangyarihang ipinagkaloob sa akin ng umiiral na mga batas ng Republika ng Pilipinas at ng lupon ng mga rehente ng Universidad ng Pilipinas, iginagawad ko sa inyo ang mga degree at titulong inirekomenda para sa inyo, kasama ang lahat ng karapatan, karangalan at pribilehiyo, 10 ng mga responsibilidad nakaakibat nito. Congratulations, binabati ko kayong lahat.
Chancellor Lyre Anni E Murao, sa ngalan ng mga dekano ng College of Humanities and Social Sciences, College of Science and Mathematics, at School of Management, buong karangalan kong inihaharap sa inyo ang mga nagtapos sa mga taong akademiko 2018, 2019, 2020, 2020, 2020, 2021, at 2021, 2022.
Pangulong Danilo L. Concepcion, buong karangalan kong inihaharap sa inyo ang 269 na nagtapos mula sa Universidad ng Pilipinas, Mindanao para sa mga titulong Bachelor of Arts in Anthropology, Bachelor of Arts in Communication Arts, Bachelor of Arts in Communication and Media Arts, Bachelor of Arts in English, Bachelor of Science in Anthropology, Bachelor of Science in Architecture, Bachelor of Science in Applied Mathematics, Bachelor of Science in Biology, Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, Bachelor of Science in Food Technology, Bachelor of Science in Agribusiness Economics, Diploma in Exercise and Sports Science, Diploma in Urban and Regional Planning, Master in Management, at Master of Arts in Urban and Regional Planning.
From the College of Humanities and Social Sciences, Bachelor of Arts in Anthropology as of second semester academic year 2019-2020, Donna Richelle B. Sarong, cum laude. Bachelor of Arts in Communication Arts as of second semester academic year as of first semester academic year 2020-2021, Hyacinth Tiffany M. Junco. As of second semester academic year 2020-2021, Grace Alec A. Ostique. Bachelor of Arts in Communication and Media Arts as of second semester academic year 2021-2022, Maria Teresa R. Flores, cum laude. Michelle Angelo P. Deslate, cum laude. Gian Gabriel C. Arieta, cum laude. Henry Robert M. Bungabong, cum laude. Rage Jairus V. Perez, cum laude. Jasmine Nicole S. Hain, cum laude. Nicole L. Isulat, cum laude. Diane Nicole A. Capuno, cum laude. April K. M. Cabinge, cum laude. Leila Marie G. Velasco, cum laude. Christine Orfanel, cum laude. Monica Henrietta L. Parales, cum laude. Cindy Rosel S. Bustillo, cum laude. Maril Dame B. Del Pozo, cum laude. Dominique Portia T. Maglangit, cum laude. Monday Natalie M. Bukog, magna cum laude. Boniza May J. Sarco, magna cum laude. Tricia G. Teruel, magna cum laude. Best thesis in communication and media arts research. Hannah Eden A. Obligar, magna cum laude. Erica Jane G. Baldos, magna cum laude. Maya Sarani R. Miklat, magna cum laude. John 4 Andre L. Kagalitan, magna cum laude. Jenica Patricia M. Rabe, magna cum laude. Catherine Joy J. Katulong, magna cum laude. Best thesis with distinction in communication and media arts production. Aladdin Junior R. Intoy, magna cum laude. Edwin David J. Priete, magna cum laude. Best thesis in communication and media arts production. Renz Carl C. Ibanez, magna cum laude. Best Thesis with Distinction in Communication and Media Research. Bachelor of Arts in English as of second semester academic year 2019-2020, Hannah Grace M. Danan. Mi vida Gabriel L. Garcia. Sheena Chris S. Paipa. Sarika M. Ray. As of second semester academic year 2021-2022, Kenny K. P. Cabrera. Marie Cresty Joey A. Contrata. Anthony S. Maluya. Lian Alejandro C. Dango, cum laude. David F. Madriaga, cum laude, Best Thesis in Creative Nonfiction. Ivan Kennard A. Acero, cum laude, Best Thesis in Fiction. Rafael Luis J. Salice, cum laude, Best Thesis in Poetry, awarded Dean's Medal for Culture and the Arts, Chancellor's Award for Culture and the Arts. Bachelor of Science in Anthropology as of second semester academic year 2021-2022, Christian L. Fortich. Corinne V. Villeza. Raymart A. Lapina, cum laude, Best Thesis in Anthropology, awarded Dean's Medal for Leadership. Lay Nicole D. Nanlabi, cum laude. Judith P. De Assis, cum laude. Diana Faye F. Alcantara, cum laude. Lorene Isabel G. Salazar, cum laude. Nikki Pauline B. Lumayag, cum laude. Best Ethnographic Manuscript Award. Princess Anilur L. Labio, cum laude. Bachelor of Science in Architecture as of second semester academic year 2019-2020, Joseph Dave P. Agustin. Luis D. Alvarez. Annie Rose R. Batayola. Genevieve Elenica A. Belia. Denise Luis M. Boycer. Leo Franco I. Bonafe. Imari Amor C. Borinaga. Frances Ayanel L. Campo. Apriline Vanessa V. Degamo. Stephen Daniel G. Evangelista. Pauline S. Gabayan. Reina Arancia B. Gomez. Ray Justine D. Intong. Awit J. Ledesma. Chris Samantha L. Miliomeda. Fahad Alfonso Nursalik, Rhea Marie V. Ogatis, Kimberly Faith M. Olalo, Kathleen Faye D. Oribiana, Jofer Dame G. Patenio, Joshua Jake A. Pingoy, Pamela B. Puig, Best Thesis with Distinction. Trisha Jamaica C. Reyes, Kylie May E. Rios, Jairo Christian N. Royo, Best Thesis with Distinction. Kent Harvey B. Senoy, Best Thesis with Distinction. Nika Louis Marie C. Solidarios, Maria Katrina Samantha A. Tagut, Zahira Joy S. Uka, John Elamir R. Bebelone, cum laude. Team Andre D. Atega, cum laude. Fräulein Anne Marie V. Reyes, cum laude. Katja Claude E. Gohar, cum laude. Arnulfo Miguel C. Osio, cum laude. Nicole Kate B. Maceda, cum laude. Jaime Andrea E. Macan, cum laude. Vera Filina M. Romuga, cum laude. Zesca Mariz C. Barloado, cum laude. Hazel U. Humawan, magna cum laude. Awarded Dean's Medal for Academic Excellence, Best Thesis in Architecture. As of second semester academic year 2020-2021, Riza May O. Ababa. Andrea Faye G. Adlawan. Jemima R. Katipay. Kayla C. Delute. Mavel Marceline V. Hudan. Danica Kyle Emmanuel Ligo. Abigail T. Polo. Diploma in Exercise and Sports Science as of second semester academic year 2019-2020. Michelle A. Panis. Mimi A. Rodriguez. As of second semester academic year 2020-2021, Krishna H. Balaga. Michael V. Flores. As of second semester academic year 2021-2022, Sharon Ann D. Agus. Janrel John D. Camaro. Neil Ian H. Villarin. Diploma in Urban and Regional Planning as of first semester academic year 2019-2020, Alexei Gideon C. Ibanez. As of second semester academic year 2019-2020, Gwen Harriet R. Bautista. Noemi T. Durado. Hermeli R. Oracion. Edward Joseph M. Sartiga. Lunel Andrew M. Sayon. As of first semester academic year 2021-2022, Glenn D. Depra. Andrew Ian B. Dormitorio. As of second semester academic year 2021-2022, Marie Andrea P. Aladin. Melissa Amor F. Ang. Shaira June M. Borja. Apple June G. Burbano. Percival Troy Philip E. Carbon. Verna C. Comagon. Rail B. Espirituso. Joaris T. Lau. Michelle Joy O. Linobo. Mavel Lynn P. Manalo. Rachel M. Martizano. John Mark B. Ombina. Pauline Aubrey S. Pacheco. Joanna Eve Alexandra O. Ramos. Isa C. Samson. Maria Gina Giselle Nicolene S. Semanya. Rachel May P. Sitcharon. As of first semester academic year 2021-2022, Mary Ann M. Reyes. Best thesis with distinction. Marlon C. Suelto. Best thesis in urban and regional planning. Myra Fe S. Ilagan, Best Thesis with Distinction in Urban and Regional Planning. As of second semester academic year 2021-2022, Gabriel P. Bagara, Best Thesis with Distinction in Urban and Regional Planning. Ronnie Jr. G. Mahinay. Dana Gabriel B. Tauto, Best Thesis in Urban and Regional Planning.
The graduates from the College of Science and Mathematics, Bachelor of Science in Applied Mathematics, as of mid-year, academic year 2020-2021, Benz Listin C. Ibanez. As of second semester, academic year 2021-2022, Lylan D. Andao. May Grace P. De La Salde. Novi Ayla B. Rivas, cum laude. Best thesis, Data Analysis and Statistics category, poster presentation. John Daniel A. Bernido, cum laude. Best thesis, Data Analysis and Statistics category, oral presentation. Mia Christine C. Quinco, cum laude. Alex John C. Labanon, cum laude. Kiefer Arben G. Go, cum laude. Annie Loren T. Toricampo, cum laude. Best Thesis, Mathematical Modeling category, poster presentation. Manugalinog, cum laude. Best thesis, algorithm category, oral presentation. Magna cum laude. Best thesis, mathematical modeling category, oral presentation. Bachelor of Science in Biology. As of mid-year, academic year 2018-2019, Christy Lorraine L. Lyon. Mark Billy L. Makaway. As of second semester academic year 2019-2020, Yayin May S. De La Luz. As of first semester academic year 2020-2021, Brian John C. Tadtad. As of second semester academic year 2021-2022, Kimberly M. Masamayor. Eugene Jed Carlo J. Telen. Kate F. Bertudazo. Bruce Nico P. Gamad, cum laude. Chancellor's Award for Leadership, Dean's Award for Leadership. Pulua, cum laude. Estrania Fe A. Villasis, cum laude. Daniel Lumabaw, cum laude. Alaya Jaira G. Enrique, cum laude. Magna cum laude. Bachelor of Science in Computer Science as of first semester academic year 2021-2022, Hannah Joy D. Alcomentras. Of second semester academic year 2021-2022, Justine Rome A. Ardipuela. Dean's Award for Athletic Achievements. Mark Angelo M. Bulilan. Joshua Byrne M. Stocky. Elaine Lyle L. Igbalik, Best Thesis Systems Development Category, Oral Presentation. Rimno A. Oryoke. Adrian Steven Quevada. Emilu A. Rapal. Carlos Ray O. Rivas. Thea Beatrice B. Tonyakaw, cum laude. Jessa R. De la Cruz, cum laude. Hannah May L. Limpag, cum laude. Jovil Tricia L. Alfeche, cum laude. Chad Luis B. Baikwen, magna cum laude. John Andrea E. Giralao, magna cum laude. Best Thesis Algorithm Category, Oral Presentation. Bachelor of Science in Food Technology as of mid-year, academic year 2018-2019, Irma Ruth P. Aala. Edlaline S. Hadkan. Angelica R. Sagaray. Aradoni Ross C. Yucamco. As of first semester academic year 2019-2020, Kiara Daniel L. Baluso. As of second semester academic year 2019-2020, Vincent Luis C. Locsin. As of second semester academic year 2020-2021, Angelica M. Ching. Rhea Marie L. Hustanyin. As of second semester academic year 2021-2022, Edeline A. Dueñas. Lalaine L. Bangvis, cum laude. Carmina Niza M. Dimirey, cum laude. Erica Jane G. Kayamanda, cum laude. Kathleen P. Montano, magna cum laude. Clarice A. Cruzado, summa cum laude. Chancellor's Award for Academic Excellence, Dean's Award for Academic Excellence, Dean's Award for Culture and the Arts.
For the Master in Management as of the second semester, academic year 2019-2020, Dendro P. Cordero, recipient of the Best Strategic Plan Paper Award. Mayan Jane J. Ini, Cecil B. Lumotos, Sherlyn C. Rosalia, Jade C. Veloso, as of second semester, academic year 2020-2021, Emmanuel V. Cabigas, Sheila May T. Dalhog, Hazel T. Iborde, Eunice A. Flores, recipient of the Best Strategic Plan Paper Award. Maria Teresa B. Giang, Mylene A. Samonte, Dominic Dean V. Centina, recipient of the Dean's Medal for Academic Excellence. Oyel Anferni T. Veloso, as of first semester academic year 2021-2022, Benji C. Martinez, as of second semester academic year 2021-2022, Ray Benedict D. Akyatan, Philip James C. Seriales, recipient of the Best Strategic Plan Paper Award. Reynaldo Jr. A. Cole, Christina P. Corsino, Ariel W. D. De Leon, Marcia H. Escobia, the Dean's Award for Academic Excellence. Christine S. Guarde. Joanna Paula A. Gubak. Jean Leo A. Jesuro. Erwin N. Lognasin. Jeremy Patrick G. Pacabis. Ansel G. Padilla. Mark Justin H. Segundo. Debbie Ruth L. Yasay. Bachelor of Science in Agribusiness Economics as of second semester academic year 2021-2022. Jet Joyce Crismar T. Bildera. Francis Dominic C. Calvo, recipient of the Dean's Award for Leadership. Asinet Len P. Serna. Michael John L. Galendez, recipient of the Dean's Award for Culture and the Arts. Yukiko L. Masumura, cum laude. Ayasa K. Y. Villa, cum laude. Recipient of the Dean's Award for Athletic Achievement, recipient of the Chancellor's Award for Athletic Achievement. Christy T. Dakuyan, cum laude, recipient of the Best Thesis Award. Margaret L. Uy, cum laude. Faisal Jan P. Ontal, cum laude, recipient of the Dean's Award for Academic Excellence.
To the Board of Regents, headed by the CHED Chairperson, J. Prospero de Vera III, to the UP administration officials, headed by our UP President, Danilo L. Concepcion, to the Vice Presidents of the UP system and the Chancellors from other constituent universities, to the Chancellor, Lyre Anni E, Murao, and the UP Mindanao officials and personnel, faculty, parents, alumni, guests, and fellow graduates. Good morning. On behalf of all the graduating students, I would like to thank everyone who has kept the University of the Philippines, Mindanao, and its students steadfast and resilient through the past years. To the Central Administration, thank you for making the necessary decisions for the well-being of the students and for your vision for the future of the university. To the Graduation Committee, thank you for your hard work, which has made this day possible. We can finally march up this stage, face to face, after many years of remote learning. To the faculty and staff of each college, thank you for being the pillars that support this university. Your dedication to your work inspires us to be the best that we can be, even on days when we don't feel like it. Thank you for answering our emails, conducting online classes, and encouraging us to learn as much as we can despite the new mode of learning. To the maintenance and security personnel, thank you for taking care of the campus and keeping watch over it, especially during the moments when there was nobody else here. To our friends and loved ones, thank you for supporting us in every way you can. There were days when we almost gave up, but you never stopped believing in us. Last but not the least, to our parents, guardians, and members of our perceived family, thank you for your sacrifice, encouragement, and love. You give us the strength to continue with our journey. 4 years ago, I was standing here today, delivering a speech for the 2018 UP Mindanao Convocation. Back then, I was wide-eyed and hopeful for what this college would bring. When the UPCAT results were released in 2018, there were a total of 82,854 takers, but only 15.57% passed, with another 3.34% which were pending cases and DIPWAS. We are a part of that percentage. Sasabihin ng mga tao, wow! Ang galing! Iskolar ng Bayan! Kahit saan man tayo mapunta, may tatak UP nga and may tatak UP pride. All of us have the IQ to be here. And if you doubt that fact, then just look at the stats. But IQ is never enough, not in UP and not in the real world, because our mind can only go so far without our hearts. Helen Keller, one of my inspirations ever since I was a child, was an American author who lost her sight and hearing at only 19 months. Because of this, she couldn't speak until the age of 9 years old. She wouldn't have been able to speak at all if it wasn't for her teacher, Anne Sullivan, a 20-year-old from the Perkins Institution for the Blind. I remember watching the movie about Helen Keller entitled The Miracle Worker, and I was in awe of how her teacher, Anne Sullivan, never gave up on her. Anne taught her the alphabet through finger spelling. And eventually, Helen Keller increased her vocabulary, learned to read Braille, and eventually speak. From then on, she rose to become a disability rights advocate, renowned author, and political activist. In one of her speeches, she said, the best and most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even touched. They must be felt with the heart. Because of the kindness, patience, and love of the people around her, Helen Keller reached her full potential. Just like her, we are graduating today because of the firm foundations our teachers, parents, and friends gave us. Through our hearts, we can also extend that same benevolence to others, especially those in need. Sabi nga ng UP, utak at puso. I think one of the major events in our lives that made us realize that our minds are not always enough was when COVID-19 pandemic hit. Suddenly, we were pulled out of our campus lives, which was an escape from the various responsibilities we had at home. All of a sudden, there were bigger problems than the next math quiz or GE paper. There were even some of us who had to work multiple jobs to pay for their education and to support their family. We were also faced with the reality of how fleeting lives are and the importance of strong relationships. Most of all, we battled with our own minds because of mental health problems caused by anxiety and lack of human interaction. Before the pandemic, I was already facing battles on my own. I had many responsibilities to my family, to the organizations I joined, and to the school. Everything was getting overwhelming for me, and honestly, I wished for time to stop. Then, the pandemic happened. To be completely honest, the first week was filled with moments of relief because I can finally get enough sleep. Little did I know that the pandemic was going to last 2 years. And in those 2 years, we battled with new challenges that online classes would bring. Personally, there were days where I was asking myself, nag-aaral pa ba ako? Relevant pa ba ang ginagawa ko sa school? There were so many days of self-doubt and second-guessing the state of our lives. But we never gave up. None of us did. The university did not give up on us and transitioned to remote learning. We students did not give up on each other, and we cheered each other on. Our parents and guardians sacrificed for us and did everything they could to support us. And even if some of our batchmates are not here to graduate with us, the mere fact that everyone, including those watching in the live stream, are still standing and battling the circumstances of life is something that we should be proud of. With that, I would like to give this moment for everyone to clap their hands for each other and for themselves. Woo! Guys, we survived! And now that I finished college, I feel conflicted. On one hand, I am so happy that college is finally over. Yay! Makawa na jud kog UP. But I also feel myself wanting to go back again instead of facing the real world. Graduating from college doesn't make our problems suddenly disappear. However, graduating is a sign that a stage in our life is now finished and we are ready to move on to the next part of it. But as I was writing this speech, I find myself questioning, am I ready? Are we ready? Some of us may feel that they are, but some of us may feel that they aren't. For me, I feel like I'm not. And I find myself panicking sometimes about what my future holds. My mind is once again jumping to conclusions, and my heart is beating so fast that sometimes I feel like I cannot breathe. But when this happens, I ground myself in the present and remember the lessons that I've learned throughout my journey. These lessons combine both the heart and mind to form character. And in moments of deep thought and self-reflection, I remember 4 major lessons that I can hold on to. Number 1, you are not alone. Well, we are never truly alone on this campus, as we have heard in the many horror stories. But in all seriousness, we must realize that many people went on this journey with us. I want you to look around you and see the faces of your classmates and fellow graduates. These were our companions through all the hardship, the people who helped us survive our journey through UP and the pandemic. For me, my people were my best friends in college, and ang name ng aming group ay Kalandian, because it all started with a brewing romance from one of our friends. Maybe nakita nyo kanina, char. When we all meet each other, I hope remember our friends and our cheesy group names. Hopefully we can look back fondly at all these memories we have made. Hopefully, we can reminisce about the difficulty of exams and online classes. Remember how fun the acquaintance parties were, and laugh at all the drama from university-wide events such as cheer dance and intramurals. I also want all of us to remember the people who aided us to be here today, the university faculty and staff, our parents, guardians, and families. These people work hard to motivate us and encourage us to push through all the challenges, especially during the pandemic. Most of all, we shouldn't forget about the Lord God Almighty who has carried us through all the difficult times. Number 2, character is more important than grades or achievements. When I found out I was summa cum laude, I was very happy. But the adrenaline rush of knowing that we achieved something will only last a few seconds or a few minutes, or maybe a few hours and a few days, and then it fades away. Once it fades, we realize that we are still the same person as we were a few seconds ago, and who that person is, who we are, is defined more by our character and the values that we have carried with us through our journey. Of course, when we apply for a job or grad school, these achievements will look good on our resume. However, the people that we will encounter will remember our kindness, compassion, and generosity. Discipline and integrity will drive us when things get hard. Humility will remind us that dreams can be as simple as aspiring to create a loving family or finally reach a place of peace and contentment. And gratefulness will help us see the beauty in days of languishing when we feel like we are just floating around in meaningless existence. Number 3, use every opportunity to find yourself. Throughout our lives, many people will try to tell us who we are. They will tell us what choices to make or who we should aspire to be. On the other hand, many people will also say, just be yourself. But many of us still don't have any idea who or what the self is. As we encounter different people and circumstances, we will be putting our principles to the test. By doing so, we can discover who we are in moments of weakness or strength, hardship or comfort, or failure and triumph. Yet, let us treat ourselves with respect and patience. Even if we do not live up to our expectations or the expectations of others, may we remind ourselves that we are a work in progress, and each of us has the potential to become a better person. Number 4, last na friends. Take one step at a time. Who among those here has tried hiking? Can I see some hands? Yung maka-try ng hiking? Okay. So, recently I have been very fond of hiking, and I can see a few people in the crowd na nabudol ko to go on hikes with me. Hiking can be very relaxing and peaceful, but sometimes it can also be very hard, especially when it rains and the ground becomes very slippery. There will be many times where you will slip and fall. But one thing is for sure. No matter what kind of trail it is, you only have to take one step at a time, and you will eventually reach your destination. Today, we have reached the destination that we have worked so hard for ever since we started our academic journeys. Now, we must take another step forward to reach our personal goals and find our purpose, no matter how simple or extravagant they may be. All of us were standing here in this atrium 4 years ago, full of hope and excitement for what college will bring. Those 4 years have already passed, and we are standing here once again, still filled with hope and excitement for what the next stage of our lives will be. Truly, the future is uncertain, and some of us might never feel like we are ready. But the lessons we learned, the relationships that we made, and the growth that we experienced throughout those years are very real. Today, we can rest in the certainty that we will be carrying them with us as we embark on our journey through the real world. Most of all, huwag natin kalimutan ang isa sa mga motto ng UP, utak at puso. Ito ang pangako natin sa ating sarili at sa ating mga kababayan na ating pagsisilbihan ng ating bansa at ang kanyang mamamayan. With that, I would like to end with a verse from Philippians 4:6-7. A verse that my mom always says to me whenever I start panicking. It reads, "Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God, and the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus." As my mother utters these words, I feel my mind going back to the present and my heart calming down. Through faith, there is certainty in the uncertain. Once again, congratulations to all of us, and let us look forward to years of selfless service and boundless growth in our lives. Thank you, and have a pleasant day ahead.
Mangyaring tumayo ang mga nagsipagtapos. Itaas ang inyong kanang kamay at sabay nating bigkasin ang panunumpa ng katapatan sa ating universidad. Tapat akong sumusumpa bilang isang nakapagtapos sa Universidad ng Pilipinas. Nasisikapin kong maging karapat-dapat sa karangalan at pamantayan at kahusayan ng aking universidad, na isa sa loob ang mga bagay na mag-aangat sa aking kaisipan at pagkatao, at mamamalaging nasa panig ng batas, kalayaan at katarungan, alang-alang lahat sa paglilingkod sa bayan at sangkatauhan. Kasiyahan nawa ako ng dakilang lumikha.
Mangyari lamang na itaas ninyo ang inyong kanang kamay at sumunod sa akin. Taos-puso akong nanunumpa na isa sa katuparan ko ng buong husay at katapatan at walang pag-iimbot ang mga tungkuling nakaatang sa akin bilang kasapi ng samahan ng mga nagtapos sa Universidad ng Pilipinas. Ipagtatanggol ko at ipaglalaban ang kapakanan ng universidad ng aking pinagtapusan, ang Universidad ng Pilipinas, at ipinangangako kong magiging matapat na nagtapos sa universidad na ito sa lahat ng pagkakataon. Kaya tulungan nawa ako ng Diyos. Congratulations.
Mangyari lamang na itaas ninyo ang inyong kanang kamay at sumunod sa akin. Taos-puso akong nanunumpa na isa sa katuparan ko ng buong husay at katapatan at walang pag-iimbot ang mga tungkuling nakaatang sa akin bilang kasapi ng samahan ng mga nagtapos sa Universidad ng Pilipinas, Mindanao. At ipinangangako kong gagawin ang lahat ng aking makakaya upang maging matapat na nagtapos sa universidad na ito sa lahat ng pagkakataon. Kaya tulungan nawa ako ng Diyos. Congratulations.
Dear graduates, guests, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for attending the 24th Commencement exercises and investiture of the 6th Chancellor of the University of the Philippines, Mindanao. Please rise to pay tribute to the flags of the Republic of the Philippines and University of the Philippines, carried by the cadets of the Reserve Officer Training Corps of the University of Southeastern Philippines. And please remain standing for the recessional.